Well, let's now, in fact, talk about the PM CARES Fund. And remember, there was a lot of questions raised and controversy surrounding how this particular fund will be dispersed and for whose interest. Now, finally, some clarity coming in with the government now revealing that 3,100 crore rupees is going to be, in fact, allocated for India's battle against COVID-19. Now, out of this 3,100 crore, the breakup is for ventilator purchase, it is for vaccine research, and also, more importantly, 1,000 crore for migrant relief package. My colleague Ayushman joining us live to give us an understanding of this new disclosure that is being made with regards to the Prime Minister's Relief Fund. Ayushman?
Afrida, ever since the PM CARES Fund was made and the contributions start pouring in, there were questions being raised as to how the funds will be utilized. Yesterday, in the statement, PMO said that 3,100 crore has been allocated for different purposes. First is 2,000 crores have been allocated for the ventilators, Afrida, where we have seen in India we require around 70,000 ventilators as per the Empowered Group 3 has said in the Health Ministry briefing. Out of that, we have only 20,000 ventilators till now, and 50,000 ventilators will be made out of these 2,000 crore rupees. These will be the Made-in-India ventilators, Afrida. It has been clearly said there. 1,000 crore additionally has been given for the migrants, their management, for their shelters, for their food, and also this fund will be managed at the state level. The DMs and the state authorities will be responsible for this. The bifurcation is that the 40% of the fund will be given as per the population base, and 20% of around 50% of it will be given for on the basis of caseload that the state has, and 10% will be equally distributed across all the state of Afrida. This fund will be going to the state disaster relief fund, and from there the collectors will be using it for migrants. And 100 crore has been given in this fund for the vaccine research, Afrida.
Yes. Right, and the important point is what you said about the migrant relief package, but what would be the time frame? We'll focus on that, but let's now first talk about the ventilator purchase that you mentioned, Ayushman. The key focus is, of course, to strengthen the healthcare infrastructure, and 50,000 ventilators are to be purchased with a total cost of 2,000 crore rupees, which will be provided to government hospitals, and many of them have become now COVID special hospitals. So, Ayushman, at this stage, purchasing the ventilators, anticipating that there could be that number of people who would require critical care, this is being given a lot of focus. Tell us more about the modalities of this kind of purchase. From where is India going to procure the ventilators from?
Well, Afrida, if you see the Empowered Group number 3, which is responsible for the medical equipments, it had clearly said that India requires around 70,000. As per the projections, they have made India requires around 70,000 of the ventilators, of which we have around 20,000, not exactly 20,000, some 19,000 ventilators we have. Additional orders have also been given. There are local manufacturers who have been identified, and now this 2,000 crore rupees, which has been allocated from the PM CARES Fund, will become very important for making the Made-in-India ventilators, that has been clearly said there. So our requirement is 70,000 ventilators, and if we go by the figures which have been mentioned here, the order procurement already has been done from foreign as well as from the local manufacturers. Now, additionally, 2,000 crore from the PM CARES has been allocated for making so that in coming time, when we see, because the cases, if you see the COVID cases right now, they are towards 80,000 Afrida. So if the critical care is important for larger number of people, they can be managed. And for that reason only, the ventilator preparation, for the ventilator preparation, 2,000 additional crores have been given from the PM CARES.
Right, and the figures that you highlighted, the number of ventilators available today is less than 20,000. The requirement is close to 75,000. So there is a huge gap there which needs to be addressed. PM Care Funds is going to focus on bridging this gap. Thanks, Ayushman, for joining us with your inputs on the story.